think what Cyril Ramaphosa is going to do as the President of the Republic is to try and not interfere with what has happened at the State Capture Commission, because it is pretty clear at the moment he wouldn't want to rattle feathers and upset some of his party. It's very clear, and we are aware that over 90% of the people who are implicated in, and I don't want to call it state capture because it's actually corruption, the State of Capture Commission, it's ANC leaders and members. Therefore it's going to be very difficult for him to interfere. He will avoid putting to it to say, let the commission run, let the commission run its course, and let's wait for the outcome and the report of the Deputy Chief Justice Zondo, and then they will take it from there. He will avoid that. He will talk about IPPs, definitely. He will talk about infrastructure development and funding of more education, because remember, Jacob Zuma has left him in a lurch regarding the free higher education. So those are some of the things he will talk about in order to appease the nation and the community, especially the youth. He will talk about, as always, all ANC presidents have spoken during the State of the Nation address about job creation. They've talked about improvement of health facilities and all those, the basic common things that we know. And that's what I'm expecting to hear. But anything of sensitive nature, anything that may discredit the ANC, I think the President of the Republic is going to try and avoid talking about that.
So, this is the question that I'm going to ask, and I know you did touch a bit on it. Which EFF will turn up today? The presidential EFF or militia EFF?
Well, if I base my comment of view on what the EFF has been orchestrating in the last week, I think we are going to see the militant EFF in Parliament. I think, well, they are pro-militant. They may don red overalls and wish to be thrown out. But I think even if they go in there with their suits, I think they're still going to raise the questions. Remember, Julius Malema has said before that there are no permanent enemies and no permanent friends in politics. And he has demonstrated in the last week that actually he is going to attack Cyril Ramaphosa as well as Pravin Gordhan. He even went to an extent of saying he is at peace and he has forgiven the former president, Jacob Zuma. Now, this is Julius that we have known him, the chameleon, the changing the face and so forth. He's known for that. He doesn't surprise some of us anymore when he conducts himself in this manner. But I can tell you, on what the chairperson of the EFF has said in the last a few days, questioning Ramaphosa's donation, questioning his son. Remember, there's two elements regarding Bosasa and the Ramaphosas. It's one that his son has contracts with Bosasa that the DA has asked. What are these contracts? What are the terms and conditions? What has happened? Then there's another element of the Bosasa CEO, Mr. Watson, donating R500,000 to the campaign of the president during the ANC elective conference. So I don't think the EFF will spare the president regarding that matter. They will ask those questions. I expect them to make noise so that their followers and supporters must say, oh, they were not anti-Zuma, they are anti-corruption. They are questioning anybody that they think is corrupt. If the EFF is not going to raise those questions today, it will be very clear to the nation that the EFF actually was making noise in Parliament because it was Jacob Zuma. But I don't expect them to be silent. I expect them to raise the same questions. I expect the DA to raise the same questions and challenge President Ramaphosa to come out clean. He has already contradicted himself twice. There's a public protector's preliminary report in this matter, and it cannot be avoided. And this is where we are going to watch the opposition very closely this evening and see how they conduct themselves when it is another phase in the helm of the leadership of the ANC and the country.
Just to throw you off the bridge a bit, speaking of disruption, BLF leader Andile Mqitama this morning said that the president must apologize for what happened to the pastor of the ECG Church, Shepherd Bushiri, during his speech in the SONA. What's your take on that?
Well, I don't think the president will apologize or will even consider. I don't think he will, because obviously he will stand up and say the case is still on. The pastor or Prophet Bushiri is out on bail, and it's a judicial matter that is being handled independently by the judicial authorities. I don't think he will even entertain that. He's just going to ignore that. And that is the situation to say it is not the president or the ANC or the ruling party that has arrested Prophet Bushiri, but it is the judicial system that is supposed to be independent from the legislative as well as the administrative legs of government. So I don't expect him to mention anything at all regarding Prophet Bushiri.
Just the last thing is the scandals, the Bosasa scandals. Named individuals will be there. We've been seeing them work on the red carpet tonight. How does their appearance impact on the event and the president?
Well, look, like I said, this event, it's a show off. It's like watching a movie, and when the movie ends, we talk about it and it's over. And that's what's going to happen with SONA. It doesn't hold water. The problem with the judicial system in the country is that these commissions they come with outcomes, but we haven't seen one person in the Republic of South Africa being a political office bearer, with the exception of one case of Tony Ngeni, being jailed and served jail term for corruption and maladministration. It has never happened. That's why in another platform yesterday I said the people who are mentioned in the Bosasa corruption and money laundering and all that, they're very comfortable. So they know that in this country we do not jail people for money laundering and corruption, especially politicians. We don't jail them. We talk about it. There's commissions, reports are out. The former Deputy Chief Justice Moseneke report regarding a very sad story and tale of this country of Esidimeni came out. People were named, people who have done wrong were mentioned, evidence was led, and those people are actually still reappearing on the ANC provincial leadership lists towards the elections. They are still enjoying the comfort of being leaders of the ANC. And it doesn't hold water. Commissions don't pay. The day this country arrests political office bearers, ministers, MECs, DGs, they must face corruption charges and serve a effective jail term. That's the day the people of South Africa will take the ruling party and the government serious regarding corruption. But for now, my view is none of those things will ever happen. None of these people will ever serve a jail term, because this corruption activity is not only in Bosasa. It involves a lot of other companies that are doing business with government. And almost everybody in the ruling party is implicated or tainted in this matter. So imagine if we will have to jail people or prosecute them for the Bosasa event, then we still have Esidimeni, then we still have the deals that Bidvest is doing with government today, and many other corrupt activities. We'll have to jail almost the entire leadership of the ruling party. And I don't see the ANC sending itself to jail. Instead, will keep silent about these issues, wait for the elections to come, a new administration will come in, we'll still see the same bunch of political office bearers reappearing and occupying strategic political positions. That's my presumption.
I think from gathering from what you're saying, and I agree with it, is that I think that Cyril Ramaphosa will avoid addressing corruption. And I think that's what I want to hear. Personally, I'm tired of abstract conversations. I want to hear an action plan that has a timeline in it. If you're going to tell me about
absolutely,
if you're going to tell me about jobs,
he will avoid doing that. He will talk about corruption the way he has been talking about it since he came into power in February 2018. He will talk about it under general terms to say the government is serious about addressing corruption, and those who are bound to be involved in corrupt activities, they will face the might of the law. That's a general statement. You know, he will say that part of the statement to please those that he thinks they are happy that people are going to face jail term and so forth. But he will not go into the details as you're expecting him. You want action. You want to hear the details and the program of the plan or program of action on how they are going to handle this whole thing, and not only the Bosasa issue, all other issues which have been pending, and they are having corruption elements in that from SARS to ESCOM, now the PIC, and I can tell you the PIC issue is going to make the arms deal as well as the Bosasa issue a joke. It's going to be worse than that because there's more money in the PIC. I mean, it is over 15 years now since this country faced the arms deal debacle. Not even a single person in the country has served a jail term or been prosecuted in a court of law regarding the arms deal. Now, why do we expect that the Bosasa thing will send people to jail? There was a Marikana Commission inquiry, and not even a single person has been brought to book. A massacre. So I don't expect ANC being the perpetrators of all these corrupt activities to jail themselves. And unfortunately for the country, we had expected to see the Guptas being proved to be the state capturers. We have expected to see Jacob Zuma being proved to be the corrupt person. To date, not even a single person has come in front of this commission and directly implicated Jacob Zuma and produced material evidence to implicate him. Even agrees himself when he was giving his testimony regarding the 300,000 that was purported to be donated to the Jacob Zuma foundation. He actually went, this was an interesting part that a lot of journalists and media people missed. He actually went to an extent of qualifying his statement by saying, at no stage did Jacob Zuma in his personal capacity receive money. The money was given to the chairman of the foundation. So everything that people expected from this state of capture commission, it is not happening. Instead, we are hearing news that we didn't expect as a nation.
1 minute, just 1 minute. Does the SONA have any bearing on the ANC's campaign?
Absolutely, it does. It absolutely does, especially with the court ruling of the Northwest Provincial Government yesterday. It's part of the campaign. The SONA can try, the ANC can try and use it to show a united face, to show that the ANC is talking in government what they promised people in the election manifesto. So that's where the link is. That's why at the beginning I said the president's speech is going to be aligned to the manifesto launch of the ANC in Moses Mapida. It's going to talk along the same lines in order to appeal to the potential voters to say, we are consistent, even in government, we are talking about this. But unfortunately, what transpired at the South Gauteng High Court yesterday with the Northwest Provincial Government, or PEC, it's a step back, it's a drawback, but it does. The SONA does have an impact on the ANC to try and redeem itself as a glorified organization.
Mr. Botsang, thank you so much for talking to us this evening. Enjoy the SONA, enjoy the evening and the weekend.
Thank you very much, Isaac, and thank you very much to your listeners.
Cheers. All right, that's Mr. Botsang Muila. We take a break, and when we come back, we talk to the last analyst, and we close the show. You're listening to
AM Attorneys, over 25 years experience. We assist with all legal matters, including property transfers, estates, wills, commercial law, property law, labor law, CCMA representation, marriage contracts, divorce and general legal matters. Corner Vet Club and Doornkral Street, Ladana.
Call AM Karim Attorneys on 015-293-1666. That's 015-293-1666.
88.9 FM. Welcome to People's Station. One Nation FM.